back to the vomit again. Also, it's that time of the day or not that time of the day, but as I'm recording this, the first episode has just actually gone live. Yes, as you can tell, I'm not exactly doing this all that far in advance, but yeah, what can you do? And already I'm getting comments, mostly from Uber. Actually, just from Uber. But yes, as I stated, which as you've probably now watched by the time we get to this, the reason why, again, I'm playing Spain, because achievements and also just Spain will get the best, has the most, will get the new mechanics, or the new Euro-based mechanics, will get the most use out of them, be able to experience them the best, is in and has achievements directly tied, and in general is in the best position to be colonising the crap ton of the New World, and as I put it, vomited all over the New World. We're starting to get there. The infection is beginning, including Africa. We're starting to vomit on Africa as well. I don't know if North America is going to get away, so like we'll definitely be getting colonial Mexico. I don't quite know about places like colonial Eastern America. It's entirely a possibility I might go from Eastern America, but the primary focus will be Brazil, La Plaza, Peru, Colombia, Caribbean, Mexico, probably California and Alaska. After that, maybe Louisiana, maybe Eastern America if there's still, you know, much room to really start one. Obviously, we'll see how the treaty gets in this. Gets involved in this. Jesus. Yeah, those guys in the Gold Coast hurt, because that is massive aggressiveness, and also they get a level 4 ferocity. I need to re-add that to the trading company again. I don't get the merchant until it physically finishes, if I recall. Yes, I control 32.8 of the province trade pair. Actually, no, I don't just get it for that, because while this does give a lot of trade power, it's not the only amount of trade power that's here. Like you can see, oh yeah, it does give it to me straight away, but there's a fair bit there. Like Congo has a bit, doesn't have it. Benin, need to get the estuary from Benin. Need to get the estuary from Yolof. Yeah, that's a point. Get Yolof. And considering there's no Portugal here to get in the way, that would be something I should do. I should start fabbing claims on places like Cahors and Trarza. Although Yolof got big. I think they must have eaten. What's the name of the place? Mapemba? Someone that spawns in, I think it's Mapemba. There's someone that spawns in here in the middle, like this stuff originally starts on colonize, and then there is a nation that does spawn in there, similar to how the Funge spawn in the gap around here. But yeah, that would be an idea. I should go take that out. Idea. Do I want an idea? No, I don't. As much as I really want that siege ability, we are getting too close to Miltech 9 to risk taking it. I think Frenchie is busy dealing with the Breton Nats. They're actually getting through rather quick. Surprising. It's kind of surprised he didn't do anything with the autonomy there. While Austria continue. What is it with Austria? What is it with these guys in this war and Navarra? What is it with them? Oh, there's no progress here. I will gladly just waltz in and help. There's no progress. There was no progress in that siege on Ghent to really worry about, so let's just jump in. Oh, the Moroccan truce has ended. It's a shame that wasn't a little while ago when I could have made use of that massive bank of admin to actually core some, you know, North African provinces. I would have gladly eaten that cost, because it's just, yeah. I would have gladly eaten it. Can you, yeah, do that. Come on to squish some troops. Help out with that squish of Moldavia. I wouldn't mind getting some of the prestige, and I don't know if there'll be much army tradition out of it, but, you know, some army tradition is better than none. Okay, 0.3. I don't even know if I got any of that, but if I did, that's nice. It's always nice to get some army tradition when you're in a fight. Tangiers is about to convert. That's 3 more PI. We're to 94. I'm at 3 stabs, so it's probably going to be going into mercantilism. Garb is still far too much to convert at this stage. Religious will be a while later still. But yeah, I'll need to get some. I will need to get some more decisions. I think there's another one at admin 10, isn't there? Maybe there isn't. Oh no, there is the Combat Act. Yeah, admin 10. Because I'm not really going to have heretic problems. Because, yeah, as I said, the Protestants and the Reforms tend not to have problems over here. Again, they're all kind of centered around here, or England, or Scandinavia. Rarely will you might see it in Italy, but it rarely tends to affect around here. That said, Italy could still become a problem because of I will have Naples. But we shall see. There are some more claims. And if those are finished, I wanted to actually get some more claims. I should probably fab on like Dara and oh, I can't reach anything else. Oh, I can actually reach some of these problems over here. Although these will definitely be overseas because they are too far away to really to not be overseas. Although the Canaries is, but then again, the Canaries counts as Europe. For now, I think I'll just leave it at those. Let's just wipe the Austrians off of my land. Get off my land, you scum. I don't know where they're running to now, but I'll stay here and reinforce for a little while. I need to rebuild my bank a little bit after that spending, but of course I'm not going to get much bank because all of those high advisors, 212, I really just want some plus ones. And let's get the well, I want to keep getting my dip tech back up to kind of the standard. Although we're getting there. I think after I take Tech 8, I don't know if I want to switch into Mill to help finish offensive, or if I want to just go... just kind of leave it as is for now, I think. I think leaving it as is might be the best idea for now. It's kind of... it's a good middle ground. It means that I won't be gaining too many points or losing too many points. Apart from that massive admin, I don't have anything really worried. Oh, the first religious civil disorder of the game. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holy... what? All three of them are in a super tiny area. So Hesse got the first one. That obviously then spread to Frankfurt. Frankfurt then flipped and got a centre. And then I guess... I don't know if Saxony... did Saxony do it by choice or something? Then Saxony went and flipped and got a centre in Nuremberg. Wow, 3 centres of Reformation. This is going to hurt the... this is going to do a lot to the HRE here right now. Wow. Oh, Hesse has ended religious turmoil. Because why? Because they managed to convert their only other province? Or did they lose a war? I don't know. Wow, this is going to be big. This is going to be big in the HRE right now. I can tell you that for sure. That is going to be massive. That is going to be seriously massive. That's it. The 30 Years' War is going to be interesting. Are you still marching to Navarra? Why? I'm standing here. Are you really going to march into me? Really? Suicidal AI, everyone. Suicidal AI. Thanks for the wipe. Well, I guess they're trying to bring more troops in. What are they doing? The AI is being weird. I know it usually is weird, but this is... oh, you're going to the Pyrenees. Okay. You actually had some sense, Poland. You're going around. Although, once you start with an Aragon, I'm going to... 5th of January, I'm going to hit them in Aragon, so... I think that's... yeah, it will be a river crossing, which is a pain. Oh, fabricated on Kayor. I want Trarza as well, please. These provinces won't be overseas, or I won't have no nationalism from them, but if it helps me get the Ivory Coast, I will be glad. Go away, Poland. You may have, what, 4 shock to my 1. I got tactics and troops. Get out of here. Get out of town. Leave my lands. I'll just let Frenchy do whatever the hell he wants up there. Getting close to... not very much. Well, getting a few PI a year, so I should get it by... yeah, I'll have the 100 by the time the year's up to be able to get the next mercantilism, which is always good. Yay, mercantilism! And mercantilism also means more trade power in provinces. There goes the fish. But yeah, mercantilism affects the immediate trade power. It's a percentage thing. I wonder if it's 20? Oh no, it's still the base. Oh, no, it's still the base. So yeah, and there's the first major price fall for fish. Lose 10%, so I go from 2.5 to 2.25. Still does go down over time though, because it's... yeah, stuff like fish and grain is not worth investing in if you're always going to invest the high values like iron and things like that. Ooh, here we go. 10 prestige or base tax on the Gold Coast. I've actually had it where taking the event to add the base tax in a province like this actually leads to a second event where you end up having a problem because you have two settlements and it's the distance between them actually becomes a problem in that province. And I forget what the choices are, but you do have to make a choice between, it's either some points or, I don't know if it's points or money or something like that, but there is a negative event that does come after that, or can come after that I should say, rather than does. So just factor that in. I don't know if it's guaranteed to happen. I don't know what the triggers for it are. I do know, all I know is that I've had it happen before, so just something you might need to keep an eye on. I don't know if you do or not, but it helps. So let's see, how's this? Ooh, they lost a battle. I think that was the mountainous battle they tried to fight in like Leans, I think. But it's like 31%. Should be able to take, unless Frenchie's like getting greedy and is wanting to also take like Franche-Comté, which is now Fragerschaft because they have it. Oh, cities demand old rights. We're getting close to 10 as well. No, yeah, we're getting close to 10. It is 16 years ahead still. Can I get 30 legitimacy in 16 years? I can get about, let's see, if I had 15, 14, I can get about 22 of that back. I really don't want to delay the decision though as much as I can, but that's still a while. I'll lose the stab. I'll lose the stab. I wouldn't. I don't want to play around with my legitimacy right now, considering I need it for the integration decision. Oh, wait. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't really need to fabricate on that one. So what's going on? Yeah, France has gone way out. What is he doing over there in Ingle? So he's distracted himself by kind of spreading his forces thin, and that's allowing, well, Austria's just sitting in Lombardy. I'm surprised they don't just go for them, but of course that Lithuanian stack is kind of come in. I should probably go in to help. No, they just dodged completely. I should probably be hanging around, hang around in Dauphiné, just to be nearby in case something goes on, but also to be able to react. Switzerland is in this war? I was not aware of that. I think they're looking to get their cores back. Wait, no. They're in this war, or is this a different war? No, that's a different war they're in with Savoy. The Milanese conquest of Mantua, and they want their cores back. Oh, but Vaud is only grasslands, and yeah, that's just mean, Austria. And I've seen enough times where I've been in wars where Austria has ended up eating on Switzerland. Why must you hate Switzerland? Well, speaking of Switzerland, that's something I need to do at some point. I need to do a proper game of Switzerland. Oh, did not see that coming. Darn it. Ooh, I walked into that one. I probably shouldn't have. I did not see them move into that province. That was not good. So now we're in the offensive. Ow, that was a nasty shock roll. 9, ow. Like they do back up. They did. France did back me up. Whoa, what the hell? Whoa. Okay, my recording might have stopped. Hang on a moment. I think we're back. Shadowplay had a really weird hiccup there. I don't know. It was giving me the can't record error, and then also for some reason I think the shadow part of the recording may have actually, or the shadow ability of Shadowplay may have caused an error somewhere. But basically, it caused Shadowplay to actually stop recording. But the other thing is, then I have to rejig the whole thing because, the way my setup is, both Shadowplay, I set both Shadowplay and Dxtory to record on the same key press. When one stops and the other doesn't, I then have to rejig things. I don't know why specifically it hung up there. That was peculiar. But should be back now. I also realized I didn't actually put my timer on for that, so I'll need to set a slower, or rather a shorter alarm for this, so I can actually know when this episode should be ideally finishing. But I think we should now be back in sync. Everything's back running. Both programs are now recording properly. And if not, then I have a bit of a bitchy issue when it comes to sorting out this audio balance between me and the game. Yeah. So yes, as we were, yeah, we're just going back to this battle. I also just realized that I have 100 PP. I can now actually take stab. Because I can. Okay, let's get back into that battle. We should win thanks to the reinforcements and the massive morale difference. Yeah, I was trying to help him out in Vo, and then it just kind of... Yeah, that was not a great one. I'm going to head back to Dauphiné and sit there just to be out of the way. Ooh, hang on, we have a new one. Colonize Alta Gracia. Where is that? Oh, it's this thing for Colombia. It's also... Oh, and this is close enough. Maybe when by the time Trinidad finishes. I'll take it solely for the enthusiasm. I'm not actually going to use it. Also, I should be exploring more of these coasts. Guantanamo is also in the Caribbean, but let's just... You go for the Turks Islands. I want to open as many of these as possible. Ugh, Uruguay got hit again. Really do need more troops, but that's gotta wait for Admin 10. Don't want to build troops if I'm going to be super over the force limit and have to just dismiss them anyway. Yeah, I don't know what. He's got 36. He should be taking... He should take Franche-Comté and Cambrai, or Henegao as it is, and just... No, Henegao is different. It is Cambrai. Don't bother with Flanders or Henegao, especially because Flanders is only 17%. The lowlands are expensive. I'm also kind of wondering if Holland is going to take the jump and be like, hey, I'm going to try and take some of my lands. I think these are Dutch lands. I don't know. Holland only has a couple of cores, but the fact they got kicked out of Burgundy at one point means they are there and can potentially kick themselves out and become part of, or form the Netherlands by themselves. It's entirely possible. I think they need a couple more provinces. Let us get Tech 8, which is a little bit more trade range, as well as some trade depots, but that now allows us to go to Timbuktu. I will be transferring trade power with that colonial merchant I have to be able to take all of the money that is flowing into the Ivory Coast, or all of the money that's flowing out through the outflow, through the general, just the general transfer from traders downstream, and I'm going to take it all for myself. Thank you. Done. There we go. Austria will cede. Oh, he did take. Yeah, he took Hainaut and Cambrai. Took Hainaut, Cambrai, and Franche-Comté, which is basically all of himself. That's basically the French lands. Suddenly, he really wants Girona. Well, he ain't gonna get that. That's for sure. So we're gonna pull these guys back to Navarra, back home, and we'll see what happens now. Who's that? Portugal's still wanting to marry. Go away. I don't need that. Oh, there we go. Austria set me as a rival. Bedtime. Why, is that because they got wrecked enough that they now actually have to take a new rival or something? I don't know. We shall see. Let's bring the troops back. Let's check. Are we ready for another mission? No. I think this does need to be a core before it can be used as a base for these exploration missions, I believe. Because, Jesus, Uruguay is getting hit like crazy. And go... was that a double whack? I should really move... I think I really need to move some troops down. Trinidad is just as bad on the aggressiveness. Look at that aggressiveness in Trinidad. It hasn't had one yet. This aggressiveness in Uruguay, it's getting hit like crazy. It's a bit weird. It's kind of a bit out of sync, if you will. Let's go find Guantanamo. We're just going to explore here, Jamaica, all of these. Eventually, I need to get all of these sorted. Where you moved your trade port? You moved your trade port to the Azores? But it was already in... Madeira's your capital now? Ha! Oh, right, it was Safi. Wait, why did you go there? Because more tax? I guess. They moved the trade port here so that they could try and steal a bit more of my civilian cash. And they did that because I'm now taking the cash from the Ivory Coast as well. That would be why. Oh, you have... Oh, smallpox. Ugh, not nice. Poor colonial nation. Well, they're the ones that are dealing with it, not me. Ooh, that's a bit of war exhaustion. I'll need to let that go down for a bit. Once I get that, I'll then be able to take a secondary navy. Oh, there we go. There's everyone going there. France wants marriage. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, yeah, because we married them. Also, I just realized I called that Machu Picchu before. It's actually Chichen Itza. Oopsie. Yeah, well, I got one wrong. I'm allowed. Yolof. Oh, your capital's only here. Who are you allied with? Mali. Ugh, Mali. Damn it. yeah, the Sub-Saharans aren't as much of a pushover as they were before. They're actually going to potentially be a bit of a pain, although, wow, force them at a 6. What am I talking about? Force them at a 20. Yeah, right. Just get me like get me a group of 16 over, give me the general, and just go play whack the Saharans, something like that. I really need to find. I should explore Havana first, just to make sure I know where it is. But I really need to take these. Actually, yeah, I need to wait a couple of years as well for this for the war exhaustion to go down. That's a year and a bit. I'll be able to go in 1505. Hopefully Trinidad will be done by then, and I can actually send. I wouldn't mind going straight to Havana just to get it out of the way to ensure that I have it, so I don't have to take it from someone. But I think I can also just start taking this. There's a small chain. This small chain of islands, which are all connected by straits, they get a lot of. They're worth a lot of money. Okay, explore Eastern Caribbean, please. I really need that explored. Really need that to be explored to get everything out of the way and sorted. Trinidad's getting close. Show off. How do you only have a base? I was going to say, how do you only have a force and a 6? Well, yeah, all this land is piss poor, and all this land, all the manpower bases, everything there is just piss poor. Discovered the Lesser Auntie, and there's the Eastern Caribbean. There's a lot more stuff discovered, and I can explore these coasts to get them all. They'll start like in Barbados, and we can get to move up St. Vincent, St. Lucia. All these I think are worth 6 base. So it's something. Also, yeah, there's the Caribbean node. If it was in range, I'd be able to take everything and just start sending it right to Sevilla. Which tends to be what Portugal tends to do whenever Portugal, you know, is alive. But they're not, so yeah. About that. England still hasn't found Newfoundland. They're almost maxed on exploration, they still haven't found anything. Which I can only assume is a good thing. Trinidad, oh, I should probably let you get the jump. Trinidad is finished. So we're going to go from here, we're going to colonize Alta Gracia to get the enthusiasm. Oh, we lost Leonese. That was accepted. Now it's not. Oh, okay. So taking that one extra Castilian province over there, that one Castilian colony, has actually, even though I can't see it here, I should probably check it in the ledger. That's actually pushed Leonese under 10%. Go to economy and the charts here. Castilian 19.7, 9.8. Wow, I've actually pushed it under. Wow. Not that it really matters too much. Oh, hello. I'll be taking Tech 9. We'll get some better infantry. Gallican infantry. Kind of want to reform Gallican infantry. Better shock, and also we actually have decent morale over some other nations around here, so I want to use that morale damage. So, yes, we shall send the colonists to Alta Gracia. I really only want this for the enthusiasm, although then again, I could also use this as a base to start going into Colombia. So maybe I will keep it, actually. We'll let these guys get a little bit of morale before marching over there. So we can keep it, just keep it manned, just in case something happens. We'll give them we'll give them another month or so. Oh, that was a bad time. Ah. Low morale, got assaulted. That's 800 people gone. Oh, you bastard! And I just got wiped by the natives. Great. That's a pain. I want to force them at a 50 now. I really just need to get the integration going on, so that's going to have to sit there by itself for a while. That's a bitch. That's a real bitch. You know what? Screw that. But I really need to explore more. You know, go explore the Bahamas. I should probably be getting that Bahama channel. Oh, we're trading in sugar. Hey, cost of reducing war exhaustion. Hey. Actually, speaking of which, they mentioned that they had nerfed some of the war exhaustion reduction ideas. Not that they were pretty crappy as it is. That's still 33%. That's still 20%. I thought they said they were reducing those. Because there's war reduction or war exhaustion reduction cost NIs in like Ottomans that's only worth like 10%, and it's like, wow, save like 7-8 points on reducing your war exhaustion. Wow, that's like the most generous thing ever. And people are like, well, whoever pays to reduce war exhaustion, things like that. It's like, meh. Okay, you guys are ready. Go to Alta Gracia, please. So you continue to discover the rest of the sea zones around here. And actually, now that Trinidad is there, this fleet should actually come back to Trinidad to base itself here, which would be good. And that would be good indeed. And you're coming back. Okay. I need to explore all these coasts, and I need to explore in here. Mostly, I just want to find the Bahamas. Or not the yeah. No, Bermuda. Sorry, not the Bahamas. Find Bermuda. There's Alta Gracia. That gives you some settler chance. What else we got? We can remove... Oh! Remove Carib from the map. That would be something. I can't core... Actually, I could. I thought it would be counted as too far away. Because this isn't the core province yet. Ooh, remove the Carib from the map. Okay. That's something anyway. They're still, you know, colonial conquestable. Oh, oh God, are you joking me? Oh. I start to go there and it's like, nope. That's just a bit of a pain. Can I go straight to Panama from here? I can. That probably will be an idea. But not right now. I think we'll just stick with the plan of get the Caribbean up and running. Although I really need to get the Orinoco Delta just to make sure that the Caribbean doesn't like expand into here. They can only expand if they directly border a province. These guys can't. Right, then in that case, I'm just going to colonial you then. I probably can't core it, but I may as well. And they can't exactly go anywhere either, so ha. Yeah, you just explore more coasts. I'm going to kill these guys. Now, when it comes to the Muisca, they're going to take a while because they have 3 provinces and probably a fair bit more force limit. There we go. Carib, goodbye. Well, soon goodbye anyway. Not immediately, but soon you will be a goodbye. Okay, let's finish exploring all of these provinces. Again! No, I'm not losing legitimacy. You gave that to me again! It's barely been any time since the last time you tried to give that to me, you tossers. Okay. I noticed Portugal's at 200. They also have some peasant problems. Maybe I should leave them for a little bit, but... Alright. I declared the war. Can't annex them. I'll annex them when we're done, and hopefully their peasant problems will go away. I don't want to inherit your peasant problems, Portugal. Your peasant problems are your own problems. Let's just explore more coasts, please. Expose it all, thank you. I need it all exposed. I need to be able to see everything, see where I'm going, see where I'm exploring. That got Puerto Rico as well. Good job. Well, let's get the Carib out of here. I can't. I really can't core this until I colonize one of these coasts. When I do colonize one of these coasts, then it'll be coreable. But at least I can send a missionary in the meantime. And there we go. There's the Orinoco Delta. Wow, that was a quick siege. Good. And I don't even have siege ability, but that was a quick siege, mostly due to the massive difference in tactics. 300 ducats, not enough. Goodbye. Thank you. That's... yeah, I can't core too far away. Let's just convert it. You go back to Orinoco. And there's Carib removed from the map. And back to the same as what it was. Italian ambition, proper fleet. Alright, you guys come back. There's a fair few more islands here for you to explore by the time you get here. Explore the coast to St. Kitts, which is basically right here. That should reveal all of these in one full shot. Ooh, here we go. Glory Road. The lookout had reported signs of dwellings, but the ship had yet to see any natives until at long last a coastal village in Dominico were sighted. A coastal village where? Great grammar there, paradox. A small force disembarked and was hospitably received, something that was attributed to the natives' fascination with the men who were taller in stature than them and bearded. The natives were beardless, and with some difficulty they managed to communicate that their myths and legends foretold of a time when their bearded gods would come from the sea to visit them. Food and gold were given, which indicates that the province is prosperous and will be of great value to us. Gain a base tax in Dominica. Okay, so it's a base tax in a province I don't actually own. Oh, and another one. The Green Hills of Martinique. The natives in Martinique were enthralled by the glass beads, brass bells and cloth our explorers traded for fresh fish and venison. In their report to us, the ship's crew spoke about that there was very little wealth among the people and they seemed peaceful. Some events troubled them as the villagers for some reason deserted their homes one night and left the village to be explored by the members of the expedition. Nothing much was found, only a small rattle made of gold buried among some fishing nets bore witness that this province might yield some fortune for us. So Martinique loses 5 aggressiveness. See, all these events that are, you know, knocking stuff off of these things, but I can't take advantage of them. Although really, Martinique, I should take massive advantage of that right now. Can I actually afford to do so? I can. Why is that? I'm just making... Oh, yeah, I'm just making a boat ton for trade. Ahead of time in tech. Yeah. Need to factor in that some of that will go away when and if I'm no longer ahead of time. Zapotec of Doomsday. Oh dear. Poor Zapotec. See, all this Doomsday malarkey. They're all falling for it and they're all failing miserably. So let's get the Delta. Where else can we go from here? Is there anything else to really explore up here? I guess. I still want to get more. I need to finish off. See, rather than going West Africa, I need to finish off. You know what? You go Greenland tip then. Go explore that since that's available and it's something I need to do. And I really just need to bring the Navy down and just come down to Yolof. It would be an idea. But actually, let's just... You know what? I want to get you out of the way to make sure that you don't colonize anything. Not that Portuguese is bad, but, you know, you're not going to be able to colonize anything. Yay! Go for the eyes! Full Elan, 15% morale for a few years. Yay! Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes! That's a brilliant one. I think there's another one. There's another one like that which also gives you 15%, I think. And here's all the provinces on the way being discovered as well. Jesus, you're exploring so bloody quick. It's almost painful. Well, not painful in that sense. It's just kind of... It's not really... I don't know if I can say realistic, but just compared to previous patches, it's like... it's a bit too easy. You get too much for too little effort. And this is just going up to like Greenland. I'm getting all of these in the meantime, which reduces the amount of times I need to go around here. Totenac, what happened to you? Oh, you re-vassal, did you? Yeah, you're another vassal. A vassal at Tlashkala, of all things. So Tlashkala are trying to avert Doomsday, more than likely. And yeah, that's just discovered all of those, and then you go there. And then you have to go back from your mission before I can send you off somewhere else. Although we're getting close to Tech 9, I'd be tempted to send these guys off on the on an expedition. Actually, I am close to Tech 9, aren't I? While they're still exploring. Yeah, we're getting up to Tech 9. Even morale, extra maintenance, extra colonial range. Yeah, we should probably start the circumnavigation. If it's entirely possible, although I may lose the entire fleet, which is probably not something I want to do. Then again, I can afford to rebuild it. I'll get a not insignificant fleet when I finally integrate sooner rather than later. I really am just holding off for that. Uruguay again. It's always Uruguay, even though it's only, you know, it's 5 aggressiveness. They're tiny though, but hey, you know, it's not going to do too much. Still growing slowly, 60.5% enthusiasm. Bible translated. Now, why would I do that? Ooh, that's a lot more now, Reform Desire. But yeah, why the hell would I take some Protestants? Heresy. Burn the priest in his books. I don't need that. Let's take a look and... Oh, yeah, that's starting. Yeah, the HRE is starting to slowly turn dark blue. It's unfortunate it's not light blue. Instead it's dark blue, because I find dark blue... oh, you came back here. Okay. Yeah, go explore the coast of Greenland. I find light blue Reformed to be a lot nicer. Probably because I do have the DLC, which allows me to have Reformed, which allows me to be a lot better with Reformed. Or rather, so that it has fervor. God damn it, there goes the Gold Coast. Right, you know what? We're going to screw Africa for now. Screw Africa. Africa can wait. And take advantage of the fact that Martinique has a base tax and... Wait, Martinique has no aggressiveness? Oh, Dominica has a base tax as well. Oh, wow. Okay. I need to send to Martinique to take advantage of that before someone else is like, oh, hey, no natives or no aggressiveness. Bam! Yoink. Because that would be annoying if someone were to snipe what are my discoveries. It really would. Alright, you need to come home, and then we're going to do... Well, that will be the end of this episode once you come home. Come on, come home, come home. Quick as you can. I still want to go after Yolof at some point. Do I still have the... Oh, I've lost the war exhaustion, and... Yeah, we're still pretty far ahead on the admin. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go after Yolof to take some cores here. or take some land here to be able to get some good trade power in the Ivory Coast, considering the Gold Coast is, you know, getting whacked every other time I try and send a colonist there, or I stupidly get wiped by the natives because I'm improving my units. Grr.